So you can easily see even before the person speaks out what has happened in their life. You can think of that, is that experience a positive one or a negative one, or what type of depth the person is having. Hello everyone. Now let us discuss something about very important in our day-to-day activities. The topic which I am discussing now is called sensory acuity. Now the name acuity and other thing may be a bit too overwhelming for you, but the basic idea is to be more present, more mindful of what is going on. And how can we be more present, more mindful, and be aware of more? This is one of the exercises that is very prominent when we do it in our coaching, and this is part of neuro-linguistic programming. Now, what do we mean by sensory acuity? So, what are the senses that we have right now, and what are we using it for observing other person? Let's suppose I talk to you. Can you think about someone, and the person may start explaining about that person. The other person may start giving out different expressions, and as a coach or as an individual, we need to observe the others. It happens with a friend to friend as well. It happens with teacher to student. It happens with doctor to patient, judge and lawyer to criminal, and everyone else. So when somebody or a police to an interrogating supposed to be accused person. Now then, when the person starts explaining about something, try to observe the person. See, when I ask you think about someone, so you may think about someone, there will be certain face expressions that may be there. Depending upon the person, if you like that person, your uh, your 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 forehead may have a different frowning, and eyebrows would have a different pattern. The eyeballs would have different pattern. The nostrils would expand or dilate depending upon how heavy or light your breathing is. The smiles, the pattern here, and the amount of redness or the blood flow may be different one in your lips, upper lips and lower lips. And basically the tone of voice may be a different one as well. Maybe when I'm thinking about somebody, when I'm very excited, would be different, and the person when he or she is speaking about in a very deep and grim and congruent manner would be a different one. Now, while this is very important about sensory acuity, it is also important to establish a baseline as well for a person, and to make sure that the person, if it is deviating or not deviating, basically to understand what type of emotion that person is going through right now. So you can easily see even before the person speaks out what has happened in their life. You can think of that, is that experience a positive one or a negative one, or what type of depth the person is having. I have done it many a times with my clients, and it has given tremendous results. 100% accuracy with that. I mean, it depends upon you how clear you are in observing the patterns and how depth you can have. It's phenomenal. It's basically what you're observing in the other person using senses, the voice, the facial expression, micro expression, the gestures, the nostril, the things that may improve, the eyeballs that may dilate or diffuse, and even more than that, the color of the skin, not the black and white, but the redness of the skin. It's primarily because when the blood starts gushing in more to the face, the lines on the lips, more when you are more putting more energy onto someone. Energy may be in the positive one when you're very happy, or it may be a bit of an anger as well. So when you are angry, again, a lot of blood flow increases. At that point of time, there will be a different color in your skin tone, and it happens after a period of time, that when before the start of a session or at the end, or even otherwise as well, you can easily see there is a color tone change in the person, and that is something which is primarily a part of sensory acuity. So next time when you see another person, you try to observe that person and see if the person is excited. What can you see in that face and the voice? The person is very dim and low and grim and even angry about someone or something. See the pattern in the face, and then next time when you see that after a period of time, you can verbosely tell or at least see that. Otherwise you can easily see that next time what the person is seeing without even him or her telling something. Thank you very much.